Oh, yeah. See, this is like light brown ceiling and covered with little gray lava stalactites, but they're like half an inch long max. Real small. Not particularly pretty, but. And there's some more. Yeah, this white stuff here, I think that's actually, a mineral deposit. Couldn't say what it's made of, but. Notice there's a little broken part on the ceiling. It's like somebody broke a formation off. Oh boy. Another reason to watch your head when you're caving. Somebody probably hit their head on that on accident. Unfortunately, if there's 100 formations, only 100 people can make that mistake, and then there's nothing left. Yeah, here's another spot. Pretty ceiling. Even over here, it's a couple of little lava stalactites. These are narrow, like 4 millimeters wide and less than an inch long. Real small. And these are like little baby bombs. Like, some of these are 1 centimeter long. Crazy. It almost seems silly to call them a formation, but that's what they are. Here's the tiny little column. Really small column. Here's a cool little curly one. Yeah. Most people don't come to this end of the cave because it's a dead end and it's harder than the upper end of the cave. But that's why this cave still has formations intact. Oops. Yeah, there's a formation 3 inches tall. I'm gonna pan down just a second. Look at the floor now, how it's rough. Let's see if I can compare. Nah, I waited too long. Where I was walking before, how it's like gray lava. Now it's kind of ropey, bahoy. Very interesting. It's really cool surface texture. Still tricky. I gotta be careful not to trip. But anyway. Here's something I always found interesting though. Look at the color here. Most of the floor has a little bit of brown color to it. And then right in the middle, there's like this figure 8 shape that's dark gray. It's like that's a lower level peeking through, or lower layer of rock. I'm not saying this cave has a lower level, just, obviously when the lava flowed, it was flowing beneath us too. Different layers, different times. There's an interesting little bump right there. Now I'm crouching down. The ceiling is low enough that I gotta be careful not to hit my head. Okay. I forgot if this is the official end or if there's more. Notice how there's graffiti. A lot of people, they mark the end to show, hey, look, I made it. Like anybody else cares that you made it. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, there's some nice formations here because the ceiling's nice and tall. The vandals can't quite reach up there to befoul it. So I'm gonna see how high I can get. Notice the cave, 1, the wall's pretty much blocked. It's a solid wall. And 2, this hole in the wall is blocked by breakdown. But even if you were to try to remove the breakdown, I doubt it goes any farther. It's probably just solid rock. You'd basically be digging a new cave at that point. It's not really a lava tube. No, I don't know what that pink marker is. I wanted to show you the formations on the ceiling, but I can't really get up high enough to see it. There we go. So there's the formations on the ceiling. Some of them look like they're 8 inches long or more. Real skinny though, like 1 centimeter long, or less than a centimeter in diameter. Okay, now let me turn around here. Still gotta be careful so I don't fall. Yeah, here, this part isn't quite as impressive, but still got a little bit of formations up there on the ceiling. There's one tall one over there on the wall. Pan down, make sure you can see it. That one's like 6 inches long. So definitely not a record-breaking cave, but pretty nice. Okay, so I'm gonna switch flashlights real quick. I don't think this one's as good as it should be. After a while they overheat and then they don't work as well. Alright, this one looks like it'll work. Put my backpack back on. Okay, here we go. So now I'm heading north from the south end of Ole's Cave. Notice how the floor is really, really level, really, really flat, except for a few bumps and curves, flow marks. But yeah, here it's really nice. Still gotta watch where you're going, obviously. But if you trip here, it'll be just more inconvenience than a Darwin Award. There's that gray spot on the floor again. Maybe the last flow was really thin or something, I don't know. Here's a spot where the ceiling is like brown with gray formations. I'm assuming the brown ceiling formed first and then the gray formations sagged down. Not exactly sure how that worked. Some more formations. See, there's a little gray formation. It's shaped like a bat, so from a distance you might think it's a bat. Now, so far today I haven't seen any bats. It's summer, so they might not be in the caves. I heard in the summer they might actually sleep out in the trees and stuff, so maybe I won't see any bats. There we go. Wow, nice rough ceiling here. A lot of small formations. Especially over here. Pan down there. A lot of small formations along the wall and the floor over here. All right. So now I'm back out of the part. See how the floor keeps getting rougher and rougher and rougher. None of that flow marks like before. And then of course ahead there's breakdown rocks, which basically means when the cave formed it fell apart. The walls just weren't thick enough to hold it. Wow. Nice ceiling here. Some nice formations here. I already kind of looked at these on the way in. I've been past here. It's not. So yeah, here's a pile of breakdown rock. I'm gonna go around to the left. I can still see between the rocks the actual cave floor.